Nutrition Basics tutorial.
Nutrition Basics. In this lesson, you will identify the sources and functions of nutrients.
Tutorial contents. Classification of nutrients, lesson activity, nutrients values, food sources of nutrients, functions of nutrients, lesson activity, applying nutritional concepts, summary. So, nutrients is the key word here. Your creative art project should include nutrients. I'll give you an example in another video or in the description of the assignment. Let's continue.
Nutrition provides essential nutrients to properly nourish the body. Proper nutrition helps in physical and mental growth, as well as maintenance of body cells. Nutrition provides you with the energy to do your daily activities. Food is your fuel source, just like gasoline is a fuel source for a car. A car getting sludge instead of fuel would not run properly. Similarly, our body will not function efficiently without adequate nutrients. Junk foods fill our bodies with excess calories, yet leave it nutrient deprived. Nutrition is more than providing the body with nutrients. A relationship exists between food and human behavior and the environment. Our bodies are designed to seek out food when hungry and to stop when satisfied. This is what defines a healthy relationship with food. What you eat now has both short and long-term impact. An unhealthy diet can cause physical, mental, and emotional problems, as well as chronic illnesses that last into adulthood. Our bodies need macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients provide energy, whereas micronutrients help the body systems function properly. Eating a nutrient-rich diet from a young age will lead to a healthier lifestyle. In this lesson, you'll list and describe the 6 essential nutrients. You'll also select examples of protein complementing. Then, you'll compare the nutrient value of various foods. Additionally, you'll identify the functions of nutrients and recognize ways to minimize nutrient loss. Then you'll identify the food sources of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Finally, you'll apply your knowledge of nutrition by selecting healthy snacks.
Classification of nutrients. There are 6 essential nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Carbohydrates, protein, and fats are macronutrients. They provide calories or energy. Macro means large. Therefore, the body needs these nutrients in large amounts. Vitamins and minerals are micronutrients. They do not provide any calories. The body requires micronutrients in very small amounts. Water is also an essential nutrient, enabling the body to absorb nutrients and function properly. The easiest way to get all nutrients is through having a balanced diet. Eat a variety of foods, include fruits and vegetables of different colors, whole grains, lean proteins, non fat or low fat dairy products, and healthy fats. A person's dietary requirements will depend on age, gender, and activity level. Let's learn about these nutrients in more detail. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy for the body and make up to about 50 to 60% of our total intake of food. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen molecules make up carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are simple sugars or complex starches. The body easily metabolizes simple carbohydrates. Fructose is a natural sugar in fruit. Notice it's with a C here, not fructose, it's fructose. Lactose is a natural sugar in milk products. Sucrose is processed table sugar. Glucose is the form of sugar in the blood. All sugars eventually break down into glucose. Cells in the body use this form of sugar for energy. The body stores glucose that the cells do not need immediately in the muscles and liver in the form of glycogen or as body fat. Complex carbohydrates, CC, go through a more complex process to be metabolized in the body. Units of glucose or other sugars that form long chains make up CC. The body breaks these chains down into single units of glucose. Starches provide long term energy as compared to simple sugars. Dietary fiber, whole grains, and lentils are some examples of complex carbohydrates. This units of glucose or other sugars that form long chains, the body breaks these chains down. The hormone that allows the body to break these chains down into single units is called insulin. If you have type 1 diabetes, your body does not produce the insulin needed to break down these chains. Therefore, you have to inject insulin in order to be able to process the complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates as well. Proteins. Protein is a key part of our diet. It is an important component of body cells, tissues, and intracellular and extracellular fluids. Protein consists of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen molecules. Amino acids are the basic building blocks of proteins. There are 20 amino acids. Of these, 9 are essential. You have to get them from your diet because your body can't make them. You need to eat high quality protein foods to get these 9 essential amino acids. A food containing all 9 essential amino acids is a complete protein. Animal proteins are complete proteins. Plant-based proteins are incomplete proteins. It is best to include both plant-based and animal-based protein foods in your diet. Vegetarians can get their protein requirement through combining certain foods, protein complementing, or protein combining. This helps them get all the essential amino acids. For example, they can combine dairy with nuts, yogurt with nuts, grain with legumes, pita bread with hummus, beans with rice, and grains with dairy, cereal with milk. Fats. Fats, or lipids, contain the most concentrated form of energy. They are similar to carbohydrates, however, they contain less oxygen and do not dissolve in water. Although fats are not a food group, they provide essential nutrients. All fats fall into two categories: unsaturated and saturated. Unsaturated fats or oils are healthier than saturated fats. They are liquid at room temperature. They can be monosaturated or, I pronounced that wrong, monounsaturated or polyunsaturated. Monounsaturated fats lack one pair of hydrogen atoms. Polyunsaturated fats lack two or more pairs of hydrogen atoms. Trans fats are the least healthy of all fats. and you should avoid them. A process of hydrogenation makes them. Hydrogen added to unsaturated fats makes them solid at room temperature. For example, stick margarine is a trans fat that companies make from vegetable oil to increase its shelf life. Saturated fats are typically solid at room temperature. You should restrict them in your diet. They should form less than 10% of your total calorie intake. Vitamins. Vitamins can be fat soluble or water soluble. The fat soluble vitamins are vitamins A, D, E, and K. An easy, yet morbid way to remember these vitamins is through the phrase, all dogs eat kittens, so dogs get fat. Proteins transport the fat soluble vitamins in the blood. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, and the B vitamins, vitamin B1, thiamine, B2, riboflavin, B3, niacin, B5, pantothenic acid, B6, pyridoxine, B7, biotin, B9, folate or folic acid, and B12 are water soluble. An easy way to remember the water soluble vitamins is the phrase, boats and canoes float on water. The body doesn't store water soluble vitamins. Your daily diet must include foods containing these vitamins. Vitamins such as niacin, folate, and vitamin C are unstable. Those unstable vitamins. High temperature, strong light, or exposure to oxygen can lead to nutrient loss. Nutrients can also wash away during the preparation and cooking stages. Taking care during storage, preparation, and cooking can help minimize nutrient loss. So, instead of high temperatures, exposing to strong sunlight, or exposure to oxygen, where could we put vegetables to avoid nutrient loss? Maybe a refrigerator? I don't know. If we put it in the refrigerator, then it wouldn't have high temperatures, strong light couldn't get in, and it would be exposed to less oxygen. So it would have less nutrient loss. Minerals. The body requires major and trace minerals for growth and overall functioning. The major minerals include calcium, phosphorus, sodium, potassium, chloride, magnesium, and sulfur. Trace minerals include iron, iodine, fluoride, copper, zinc, selenium, manganese, chromium, and molybdenum. Good stuff. Water. Whew. The water needs water. Excuse me. The body needs water to absorb nutrients. The cells, tissues, and cavities of your body contain water. People lose 2 to 3 quarts of water every day through bodily excretions, sweat, saliva, skin. These can lead to dehydration. Therefore, it is essential that you drink water throughout the day. Glucose is a simple carbohydrate. Nutrient values. This activity will help you meet these educational goals. Content standards. You will find out the nutrient values of various foods. Inquiry. You will perform an investigation in which you will collect information, make observations, analyze results, and communicate your results in a table. 20th century skills. You will employ online tools for research and analysis and communicate effectively. So, directions. Read the instructions for the self-checked activity, type your response to each question, and check your Okay, so here's the activity. In this activity, you'll compare the nutrient values of various foods. You'll also analyze health claims that companies make in their advertisements. So, for your creative art project, I would like you to, and this is a suggestion, any way that you want to illustrate nutritional information is fine. However, I would suggest that you compare two nutritional labels, perhaps a food that you enjoy and or crave, compared to a food that is considered nutritionally beneficial, as in you're going to use your art skills to compare two food items. Sorry for that being confusing. I'll show an example later. Food sources of nutrients. Food sources of nutrients. To ensure that you get adequate nutrients, choose a variety of foods. Your diet should ideally include whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and meat, poultry, fish. Vegetarians should include legumes, nuts, and seeds in their diet. Also, eat low fat or fat free dairy and oils. Oils are not a food group. Grains, fruits, vegetables, and dairy are part of the carbohydrate group. Meat, poultry, fish, and legumes, nuts, and seeds are part of the protein group. Fruits and vegetables are also dietary sources of water because of their high water content. The water is stored in the vacuoles. For example, a banana has about 70% water, and celery has more than 90% water. You can also take care of your nutritional needs by including a variety of colors in your diet. This way, you are automatically eating a variety of foods. Macaroni and cheese is an example of protein complementing. Carbohydrates. Grains are a good source of carbohydrates. They are also present in varying amounts in vegetables, fruits, and dairy foods. Grains may be whole or refined. Whole grains are healthier than refined grains because they have more fiber and nutrients. They contain the entire kernel, including the bran, germ, and endosperm. Whole grain foods include a wide range of products. These include foods made from oatmeal, brown rice, whole wheat flour, and bulgur, which is cracked wheat. Refined grains are processed grains. Processing removes the bran and germ. Refined grain products include products made from white flour. These foods include white bread and white rice. Starchy vegetables such as potatoes, yams, corn, and peas are high in carbohydrates. Non-starchy vegetables such as beans, broccoli, cucumber, and carrots contain low amounts of carbohydrates. Fruits such as bananas, apples, and raisins provide carbohydrates along with other nutrients. Dairy foods that provide carbohydrates include milk, yogurt, cheese, milk-based desserts, and soy milk. Proteins. The main sources of protein are meat, poultry, seafood, eggs, processed soy products, nuts, and milk products. As you learned earlier in the lesson, animal proteins are complete proteins. Plant-based proteins are incomplete proteins. Fats. Unsaturated fats are fats that stay liquid at room temperature. They come from plant sources. Some examples are olive oil, peanut oil, corn oil, and soybean oil. Saturated fats usually come from animal sources, including meat and dairy products. Sources include beef, lamb, poultry, butter, cheese, and cream. Some plant based oils, such as palm oil and coconut oil, are high in saturated fats, but they do not contain cholesterol. Trans fat is present in foods such as donuts, cookies, and frozen pizzas. That seems interesting. Vitamins. Vitamin A is present in milk, liver, eggs, carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, papaya, apricots, and peaches. Some common sources of the B vitamins include whole grains, fortified cereals, dairy products, poultry, fish, and dark leafy vegetables. Vitamin C is present in citrus, fruits, kiwi, peppers, tomatoes, and broccoli. Vitamin D is present in egg yolks and in fortified foods such as orange juice and cereals. It is also present in certain oily fish such as salmon and tuna. Your body can also make this vitamin in the presence of sunlight. Go outside once in a while. Heck, vitamin E is present in vegetable oils, avocados, and whole grains. Vitamin K is present in most vegetables, whole grains, and meat. So, vitamin A in these foods, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin H, and vitamin C. Vitamin H, you never hear much about that. So, minerals: calcium, phosphorus, sulfur, sodium chloride, potassium, magnesium, trace minerals. Calcium is dairy products, tofu, dark green leafy vegetables such as spinach, fortified products such as orange juice and soy milk. Phosphorus, dairy products, cereals, nuts, seeds, soybeans, and meat, etc., etc. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is like table salt. Milk and beets have sodium. Seaweed, tomatoes, lettuce, and olives have chloride. Potassium, table salt, sodium chloride, milk, beets, that's the same, just potassium. Okay, interesting. All right, continuing on. Drag each label to the correct location on the image. Identify the food source with its main nutrient. Fiber, oatmeal has fiber. Fats, olive oil has fats. Proteins, chicken has proteins. And vitamins, lemon has some vitamins. Functions of nutrients. Functions of nutrients. Carbohydrates. The body breaks carbohydrates down into simple glucose to provide energy. Carbohydrates support optimal health of the brain. Nervous system, kidneys, and muscles. We learned about that. Liver and muscles store the simple energy. Fiber, a complex carbohydrate, removes waste from the body and supports healthy bowel movements. Proteins. Protein builds new cells and repairs damaged cells. Protein also supports growth in childhood and adolescence and helps maintain healthy muscle mass. It regulates hormone and enzyme production and supports a healthy immune system. Proteins also provide energy if there isn't enough carbohydrates. Fats. Fats transport the fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K through the body. They act as a cushion for our internal organs. They provide taste and texture to food. Approximately 60% of our brain contains fat. Fat helps regulate hormones and mood. The body breaks fat down into fatty acids. Women require additional omega 3 fatty acids, a form of polyunsaturated fats, during pregnancy to promote optimal fetal brain development and eye health. Berries. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals boost your immune system. They support normal growth and development. Vitamins ensure proper functioning of cells and organs. Vitamin C and E work as antioxidants. These vitamins neutralize free radicals. They build up in your body and damage the cells. Thus, they help your body fight diseases and illnesses. Water. Water makes up 60 to 70% of your body. It is present in cells, muscles, and in the brain. It helps cushion your joints. Water is the medium through which vitamin B and C move throughout the digestive tract. Without water, your body would be unable to absorb nutrients. Water is a natural toxin remover. It also helps regulate your body temperature. Osmosis is the process through which water moves in and out of the cells of your body. Water moves from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Electrolytes such as sodium and potassium control osmosis by maintaining an acid base balance. Acid base balance allows cells to function properly. Applying nutritional concepts. Look at your favorite snack food and list the oils present. If your favorite snack contains saturated fat, find alternatives that are healthier with less saturated fat. Summary.
In this lesson, you learned about the 6 essential nutrients. The 6 main nutrients include carbohydrates, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, and water. Carbohydrates include simple sugars and complex starches and fiber. Fat includes unsaturated and saturated fats. Vitamins are either water-soluble or fat-soluble. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. Complete proteins contain all the 9 essential amino acids. Water is also a vital nutrient for the human body. A person needs at least 8 cups daily to prevent dehydration or thirst.
All right. Gotta keep them dehydrated. Wait, hydrated, I mean. All right, congratulations. You've completed the tutorial nutrition basics. For your creative arts project, you are welcome to go through the tutorial contents and make your own creative arts project to represent the nutrients, nutrient values, food sources of nutrients, functions of nutrients, and or applying nutritional concepts. The suggested creative arts project is to compare the nutrient or the nutritional label of a food that you really enjoy with one that is either healthier or a alternative of something you don't really enjoy. Comparing those two labels in a image or in a video, perhaps a commercial, something like that. Good luck. I can't wait to see what you do.